Good morning or afternoon, wherever you're at, depending on where you are. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Sunday. We're going to do just a quick take them to church session, right quick. Just a quickie on a Sunday from behind the pulpit, aka sitting on my ass outside on some lawn furniture. All right, let's go. Good morning, everybody, or afternoon. I hope you guys all had a great rest of your day yesterday, and I hope you're all doing some self-care today, getting ready for next week. First and foremost, I have to start the stream off by giving a huge thank you to Tiffany Marie, which some of you are going to be like, nonsense, are you okay? Yes, I'm absolutely perfection. I had the best laughs yesterday ever. Tiffany, you provided, honestly, that was comedy gold. I will have to say that was great. The fact that I had to agree with a couple things Molly was saying was a little weird, full circle moment, but I came back to check on you because you said you were going to keep me up all night last night, so I was waiting to hang out, and you were gone, and I listened to the last 5 minutes, and man, you sounded exhausted. So I don't know what really transpired besides Crime Sleuth and decide to get up there and tell y'all about me and what a liar I am and all this stuff. And meanwhile, it sounds like she kind of took over her and derailed everything per usual. So I apologize for that because that's not I wasn't unpacking that baggage for you. That baggage just kind of follows me around. It's kind of been in the unwanted, lost and found section for quite some time, but it ends up following people around. But you sounded plumb exhausted after dealing with that one, and for that I apologize. But that's not my baggage. But thank you for the laughs. I did get a really good freaking laugh out of yesterday. One time, even Molly gets back on the panel and says she's got me on the screen to review me, and Molly says, "Can you take that heifer off the screen?" They're like, "Yeah," because they weren't even talking about me, but. That was, I will say, like, that was a good laugh, and there's things that we agree on and things that we don't, and if anybody, like, that was started over some stupid shit that I made a comment in a chat not even understanding the background. It upset her. It's carried from there, and it is what it is. But when you want to talk like useless, mindless drama that is just some blatant laughs, that was one of those. Like, I really enjoyed myself. And I know that sounds weird, but I did. Like, I could care less. Drag me. It was a lot lighter than what this other crap can be. So they provided all the laughs, and I was there for it. The funniest shit was, though, after I got off the panel, I left, and then I get a text message that said, "Molly says you have bad credit and bad tattoos." And I was like, well, fuck, Molly told the truth for once. I got to go back in and give Molly props on that. So I went back in and I was like, hot damn, Molly's telling the truth for once. I have a couple bad tattoos and bad credit. Molly's not lying no more. I can do this. Hey, Music City. Hey, Madison. Generally, Jenny. Oh, there's bigger fish to fry, but I'm going to talk about this one. Hey, Aries. Hey, Tammy. Shopaholic. Denim. Tia. Sweetie Cake. Pika. Shop. Good morning. Roro. That was some wild shit, though. Tell you what. Whispers in the Shadows. Thor. PJ's Second Chance. Penny for Your Thoughts. Janice in Accounting. Revival. Miss Leah. Good morning. Lisa G. Cranky. Jenny's Missed Media Journals. Marcy. Catherine. Kathy R. Yep. Honey Elder. Snow Angel. Tracy. Forever Army. Nonsense on the Casual Art. Chica. Froggy. Oh, Betty's blowhorns. We're going to talk a little bit about that because people are confused. Hey, Shelly Ann. And I don't appreciate people misleading people. OG Fish, good morning. Catherine, W Rose 50. Ooh, banana bread. I got some bananas in the freezer I need to pull out. It's about time I start making some Christmas candy. I'm just not in the zone yet, though. But I need to start doing that. I've been collecting all of my stuff for Christmas candy making. Hey, Money Moves. Hey, Amy. Me. Zoya. How'd you, Pika? Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. Hey, sample user. Grammy's Place. Duchess. Nicole B. Oh my gosh. Nicole, I laughed so freaking hard. That was such a good laugh, though, I will say. Hey, Tiffany. That's the difference, though. It's because a lot of people would have been like so bothered, and I wasn't at all because I know how those stories went. I was a part of it. I know where this all started. Like everybody else does too. I'm not the only one. It's not like I'm out here flailing, trying to fight for my life with misinformation. No, we all know where that shit happened. So Little Horses. Oh my gosh, it was hysterical though. Hey, Emily. It was funny. Cool Gamer. Are you nuts? Duchess, it was hysterical. Hey, Cambry. I was like, oh, I don't wish crime sleuthing on anybody, though. That's how I felt. I was like, oh, Tiffany sounded plumb exhausted. She did. She sounded drained by the end of that. I'm like, that's how I feel listening to crime sleuthing. Hey, Cambry. Snowflake's Nightmare, Canvas and Crime. Hey, Chicos. Oh, we're definitely getting them, Chico. No Regrets is coming up for sure. Ever found that clip, Cranky? I don't know. Hey, Trish. Missy's Tiffany Marie. Tiffany Marie did like a 5-hour live stream yesterday on Dragging Me, and then it turned completely south with crime sleuthing. Daisy Duke. It's funny. Sheila says Lynn Love and Light, Fit and Curvy. Sam. Oh, Sam. Yeah, that's some interesting stuff. Yeah, some very interesting stuff that was all set up beforehand. It's interesting to see people defend that. People have came back around and kind of defended that and said, you know, oh, she didn't. Well, you can watch how she set it all up and advertised it before. Kathy's Opinions, Bombs, Becca, Terry Dean. Let me get everybody. Two Old Crows. Chasing. Did I catch everybody? Akira. Get it right. You guys all are making banana bread today. Look at that. Seeker. All right. Right, Madison. Hey, Remy. There's like a flashing light that comes, I think, for most people, but oh my gosh. The whole thing, Remy, you couldn't have asked for like she really thought she had something. She thought she was going to get up there and just talk all that shit about me. I don't even know her like that at all. But she was so offended because in the comment section, there was a few of them when I went in there, they were like, oh, I'm going to be big, bad, and tough and talk shit to nonsense. And so BJ Crime Sleuthin and a few other people were like talking shit to me in the comment section, which I don't give two shits about, but I was ignoring them for the most part. And then I was like, fine, fucking, you've talked to me enough, Crime Sleuthin. And I was like, so have you blamed anybody for canceling an infusion lately? And she's like, that's fucking mean nonsense or something like that. I don't know the exact words, but she was so offended that I would say that. And I was like, yeah, it was pretty fucking nasty when you blamed a bunch of us for having medical issues. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. Hey, KCG. Hey, Jeffrey, J-Dub. But it was just a shit show. Like, what are you doing? Oh, Bombs Beckett. She's not even good at it, though. And the rewrite of history, like that was, she was hitting dangerous territory, though, because all those clips exist on my page. Hey, Gentrex. Hey, Kim. Nana L. Right, Nana L? Like, she tried turning it, oh God, it was just a shit show all the way around. She tried turning it political. I was like, did you just try to make this about politics? She asked me if I was on drugs once. I was like, what is, like, what the fuck? But a lot of people got a good laugh out of it, including myself. Hey, New Leaf. Hey, Twin Dang, Voodoo Doll. You gotta laugh. You gotta learn how to laugh at this shit. These people don't affect me at all. Hey, Kimberly. All right, let's go. Hey, Mickey. On to the bullshit. So I guess some people, I'm going to give a few hypotheticals today that might piss some of you off, and that's just going to be what it's going to be. But I think some people are missing the point here. So there was an X post made by At Night Media. People really thought that it was directed towards me. No. I mean, it might be all encapsulating because of my video title yesterday. They could have been trying to like talk about that too. But I'm not the original creator of that video. So if anybody missed what is going on, that post actually is directed or should be directed at Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty is the one who is supposedly out here repeating things that Seth Rogers says. This is why it's a big thing of people needing to understand that two things can be true at once. He is the father of a missing child that is also being manipulated and exploited for personal gain by people like Bullhorn Betty. That is my opinion. I will keep that opinion. And he also has poor behavior that a lot of people dislike. All things can be true, but Betty is the one that's pushing these. And so we're going to walk a little bit through that, but I'm going to show you some funny things from last night because somebody else is fighting for their life over here. And it's pretty interesting. So first and foremost, though, I'm going to take you guys back a moment in time. I'm going to take you back to Defending the Indefensible Part 1. And we're going to listen to this for a minute before we walk into this. Hey, Wheelby and Lurker, Sherry, Fiddle Dee, Dark Horse Justice. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
I find it absolutely appalling that Seth has a foot BHB after she called his child to take. Oh my God.
So if you don't know what we're walking into, this is one of my older videos. This is my video that I'm replaying. And the reason for this is because this actually, the defending her indefensible behavior, in my opinion, started a while ago in regards to BJ and Panel defending Betty and her poor behavior. This is specifically in regards to Betty calling Sebastian defective. I just want to remind people of how many things disgusting that have been defended of Betty's behavior before we walk into last night where it gets even grosser. And if she takes it down, I've got screen recordings and clips of all the parts that I need. So there's that.
Aside from that, all the receipts have been shown, all reviewed by my CPA. All is good on my end because everything was done with transparency. Have a good night. Do you have anything constructive to talk about, or do you just gossip all night long? Is she still here?
I don't think so.
Because I didn't see if she was in back chat. I was away from my computer. I will give you a link, Barbecue Girl. You are welcome to come on.
She is still in chat, even though she's blocked and can't chat.
Barbecue Lady had popped up in her back chat and made a comment, and this is what stems from it.
Like she's still there.
Can my channel link be dropped? I don't care. Somebody can drop Gracie's link. I don't mind.
I mean, I have to say, Brittany, I have to say this.
Who's on panel with her, Brittany last night was Brittany, Nana's Dragonfly, SW, and Emmy Joe.
And I'm going to be a little different, but I agree with her on one part.
I can't. This is me talking when I did this video too. This wasn't last night. This is not last night's video, just so everybody knows, because sometimes stream inceptions, dose of nonsense can confuse people. So I cannot believe that I'm going to have to agree with Nana for once. I actually was cheering Nana on.
What BHB said was out of line.
Hey, Charla.
When you're talking about
I 100%.
when you're talking about a missing child, you don't ever downgrade a missing child.
Here's barbecue lady, I think.
Especially a child that's on the spectrum.
Hold on.
Listen to how Brittany's ignoring Nana.
So I did agree with her on that, but I don't like a lot of things she says. But
I watched the live, and the way she was saying it was, she was saying, is the reason why you're gallivanting around town with this other child is because you feel free to do so now that the one that you thought was quote unquote defective.
I was so proud of Nana in that moment at that point in time, because Nana actually stood up and said, no, this is unacceptable to call Sebastian defective. I had good energy for Nana that day, but they all quickly diminished this. And the point of this is to show that there's a pattern of defending the most disgusting behavior that you're going to see.
Is out of your way, and I agree. That's how she was putting it. She wasn't saying that she was that.
Hold on, barbecue lady. I'm bringing you on. I'm trying to find because look, I've been being bombed before.
Are you talking about BHB?
Barbecue lady's backstage.
But she used that word.
They have multiple conversations going on. Nana wasn't letting it down though, and I was so proud of her, but they railroaded her right over. Once they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
She did, but people are taking it out of context. Listen.
Again, we're taking it out of context. Okay, you heard her say that again.
I am no bullhorn Betty defendant like that. Listen, I defend her on free speech, but trust me, that woman has said some shit that has made.
She defends her on free speech.
Made me bite my bottom lip until it hurt and bled. I don't like some of the things she said to me either. I can't even talk right. I don't like some of the things that she said either, but the defective comment, she was saying that that's how Chris and Katie view Sebastian. It's been taken out of context.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, but she wasn't saying that's what she thinks of Sebastian.
Okay, so she clearly states that again, okay?
Now,
I'm going to just give you a reminder right quick. This whole stream is where I go through the 9 different streams where BJ defends Betty, and then I pull up the clips of Betty saying it 9 different streams.
For Proudfoot's arm. So naturally, we have a missing boy and a man that has all of these marks all up and down his arm. It's not a comfortable feeling, okay? So a lot of our eyes went directly on.
Thanks, Penelope. Are you sure I shouldn't call BHB, though? You said BHB is American. Oh, I had a troll in here at that time. That was my Penelope troll. Hero.
Chris Proudfoot, and we believed Chris Proudfoot did one of two things. He either lied about being home that weekend, or he had a stealth mission because he's the one that approached Seth. He's the one that had disciplinary issues with Sebastian. He's the one that appeared for all intents and purposes.
Josh, Penelope is my fun troll.
That he did not like Sebastian. Sebastian was an artard. He was Katie's PUSSY son. And, you know, the hard man, the manly man Chris is, he just can't stand a kid that's just not like him. That's just not the manly man. You know, he needs somebody to be smart. He wants the kid that's going to be winning the football game so he can point and say, that's my boy. You know, he can't stand this defective being around him. And I think it wore on Katie.
So that's just one example of many in that live stream that Brittany defended. I encourage you to watch that. It's defending the Indefensible part 1. If you want to see the first part of her defending her, let's go to last night though. Let's go over here and look at what she defended last night. I'm going to use a pretty hefty example today. Like I said, a pretty hefty hypothetical for a purpose. I'm warning you guys about that up front because it's probably going to bother some of you. And that's the point of it. That's the exact point that I'm going to try and get across today to some of you who are out here defending this. And Brittany just happens to be a prime example of what I can Explain.
Okay, thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much, Cinderella. I appreciate it.
We got to speed.
Let me give a bit of heads up. I don't know why my asthma is bothering me a lot today.
Formula's
Probably-
fine.
Okay, hold on.
And I smoke 2 packs a day. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How's your trip going?
Oh, it's long.
How longer do you got? You handling the trip?
She's a sweetheart.
They're talking monkey business, which I don't care about.
So does she make noises? Like,
What's that?
is she making like a lot of noises?
She does when she's hungry.
Let's
It's
get to-
definitely $56 a
I don't care.
I think
about
it's like 30 some dollars.
Yeah, don't care.
center that way. Like if you get the generic brand medicine, it's usually the same. Oh,
And then it'll be, every 4 or 5 hours after that.
Still monkey.
that she needs. It's worth looking into.
Let's
An
get to
expense write-off. It'll work.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't think it will sound like that. Probably.
For all of the people in the back, by the way, that are like snarling and foaming at the mouth, we're just joking.
I mean, if you have to explain that, then that's sad.
I know, right?
Um,
It's funny. Did you
Got
hear
a
about
mask.
the vigil? Because I know you've been driving all day. Like, did anybody like? I haven't even been online. Did anybody stream the vigil?
I don't know anything what anybody's been doing the last few days. Like, I know, like, I've heard it's been, been crazy and stuff, but I have no idea what anybody's like anything.
I think CJ went out there. I know Mr. and Mrs. E attended, but I don't know that they recorded anything.
Is
Oh, I did miss it.
Betty there?
Pause. Hold. I missed the part that I wanted. Hold on. Hold on. This is where she starts. Sorry. Timestamp out of place. Here you go.
Body to completely heal from cigarettes, but you are that much closer. Congrats, Britt. Thank you, Sharice. Thank you so much. Girl, I need all of the support I can get. So we had Sebastian's vigil today. Well, we didn't. They did. I wonder how that went. Hopefully everything went off without a hitch. No problems. I did notice, hey, Seven, some people decided to go ham today to distract. If you weren't trying to distract from Sebastian's vigil, you sure did.
So us talking about Betty getting a fucking tasteless tattoo was intentionally to distract from Sebastian's vigil. Those two things correlate in Brittany's head. And she thinks that we intentionally did lives on Betty to distract from Sebastian's vigil.
I'm just gonna say that. Disgusting. Oh, okay. Thank you so much to the person that just sent me that email. I'll definitely look into that. Thank you so much. Hey, SL, how are you? Hey, Brittany Bell.
So that's when she first mentions it. Then let's go back over here. Let's go back to this part.
People in the back, by the way, that are like snarling and foaming at the mouth. We're just joking.
I mean, if you have to explain that, then that's sad.
I know, right?
So somehow Betty's tasteless tattoo that she chose to get the night before the vigil was us intentionally firing up to distract. Yeah, I don't know how you're correlating that shit, but again, good try. Not gonna land, but you're gonna carry on.
Funny. Did you
Got a
hear about
mask.
the vigil? Because I know you've been driving all day. Like, did anybody like? I haven't even been online. Did anybody stream the vigil?
I don't know anything what anybody's been doing the last few days. Like, I know, like, I've heard it's been, been crazy and stuff, but I have no idea what anybody's like anything.
I think CJ went out there. I know Mr. and Mrs. E attended, but I don't know that they recorded anything.
Is
CJ's Crime Concept went out there to record. He was going to live stream it, and they told him no live streaming. So again, explain to me how us on a computer in Arizona talking about Bullhorn Betty and her asshole-ish self had anything to do with a vigil for Sebastian, Brittany. I would love to have you correlate that. What about CJ, who showed up after he was sent to C and D by Seth and was told he couldn't live stream? What about that?
Is Betty there?
That's a good question, guys. Betty go? Everybody's losing their mind over Betty getting a tattoo of Sebastian's army.
Everybody's losing their mind over Betty getting a tattoo of Sebastian's army. Oh, whatever. And she says, is Betty there? Like, you don't know that Betty's there. Come on now. You're paying attention, but you don't realize Betty's there.
It wasn't streamed live. CJ tried, but they didn't allow it. Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't blame them. I don't blame them because anytime that they've tried to do anything and allow live streaming, they were stopped. People come in and crash the vigil. They sat there and bashed everybody that was there the whole time. Like, it's just not even so. But today didn't go without lots of chaos and controversy. Let me tell you. So, aside from
I guess it must have, because I haven't heard anything. So
I think this time it actually. I did talk to Miss E a little bit earlier. I didn't get a whole lot of details, but they didn't say anything bad happened. So
yeah, well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, Nicole, nothing bad happened at the vigil, Nicole. I wasn't meaning it like that. I was just asking if I was going to kind of peek at it if anybody had filmed, but they said that they didn't let people, which is, I get it.
Yeah.
Be sharing, but okay. Justin, will you be sharing Baby Pearl with subscribers?
The reach that she's taken here is quite excessive, but she's going to carry on.
I can't afford it.
She's going to tell you what it's about, why she's so bothered by yesterday. Coming up.
The membership right now.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
want
of
to see your
course.
precious baby.
Yeah, I was just live in my car and half asleep and everything else, and I just a very quick, like literally a 5-minute live.
Yeah,
Of
because
course, yeah, she'll be right on me tomorrow. So
this will be what, 22 hours that you drove? Like a really long time?
No, not that much, because
Hey, Ann.
the transport company, they met me, so it's
Oh, good.
let me see here.
Get through it.
16 hours.
Oh, okay. So that is good that they met you a little piece of the way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, Nana.
Hey, congratulations, Justin.
Oh, thank you, darling.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see I didn't get to see your video. I just got home from work a little bit ago.
Yeah, I was feeding her and changing her little diaper and getting gas. Sometimes, should look good tonight.
They go back and forth between BJ throwing a fit and Justin talking about his monkey.
She should look good tonight. So
I'm actually impressed with how well it sounds.
curly thingies.
Yes.
It's just
The inside of the diaper when the diaper's already
we don't.
Absorbent as a baby diaper.
Oh my God.
of the tattoo situation.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to read it to you.
Okay, this is where things get interesting. And I want you to pay attention to what she's trying to blame me for.
Why are people accusing Seth of... Oh, God. I'm glad that was cleared up, that Seth didn't say that about the whole, my son has more women than me. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Somebody just sent me a message. All right. Let's watch this real quick and then we'll talk.
I guess I missed that.
Oh, okay. So
listen, she's going to explain to Justin because he said he missed what happened. So she's going to say she's going to explain to him this situation. Mind you, she doesn't explain it in full context or give exactly where this started. Watch this twist.
Actually, I think Nick or at night cleared this up, but someone today decided to go live and cause a whole firestorm.
That'd be me and my firestorms. Nonsense.
And they accused Seth of, hold on a second, I'm going to read it to you. All right. So they accused Seth of quoting that basically Sebastian gets more women than him.
I accuse Seth of quoting this. No, but carry on.
Oh my
Because
god.
of the tattoo situation. So At Night Intelligence put out a tweet and they said for immediate release regarding Sebastian Rogers, Sumner County, blah, blah, blah. At Night has been made aware of a video circulating online that purportedly features a creator involved in the coverage and search of efforts for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. In this video, it is suggested that Seth Rogers commented, quote, "Wow, my son has more blank than me, more bitches than me."
Oh
In
my
reference,
god.
yeah, in reference to tattoos related to Sebastian's army. We want to clarify that this statement is a
I got you guys. You're all right in the comments, but I got you. We're walking it. You know how we do.
misquote or mischaracterization. After reviewing various sources and discussions related to the case, there is no evidence to support that Seth Rogers made such a comment in this context. It appears that the creator might have been referring to the widespread support and community tattoos dedicated to Sebastian, often termed as Sebastian's Army. But the language attributed to Mr. Rogers has been inaccurately reported. We understand we understand the sensitivity surrounding the case and potential for misinformation to spread. It's important to verify information through credible sources before drawing conclusions. Misquotes can inadvertently skew public perception.
Oh,
I don't know who the creator is, and I don't expect you to say it, but
listen to this part, and then we're going to play the actual clip.
did they retract that?
Guys, do y'all know? I have not. Let me go look and see. Probably not.
You would think she would go to Betty's, right? Betty's the source of it. So she would go to Betty's and make sure that it's edited out or fixed or taken down or there's a retraction made. Betty does clear up that she's not sure what his words actually were. But Brittany's playing these little games here. And guess whose page she's going to go check and see if the video's down? Not Betty's, mine.
Probably not, but I'll look and see real quick. I mean, they should. That's the right thing to do. Hold on.
It's just so much easier to love or be neutral than it is to just be hateful.
No.
SW says she felt bad that she fell asleep last night. We've all done it, SW. Don't worry about it. We love you.
You need to sleep sometimes, SW. Nothing wrong with that, my dear.
Especially what she's gone through.
Well, from what I can see, Justin, no, this person did not at all.
Well, hopefully they'll retract it once maybe they don't know that.
Actually, this person still has it quoted as it. She has the quote as her title.
So she came to fact check me. She came to check my video, not Betty's, mine.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe whoever it is, once they find that, maybe they'll retract it.
Right. All right. So SW 4x4.
Well, let's just go right here, right quick. Do you think Betty? Oh, wait, hold on. Can you see this? The chat replays right here on your screen. Betty didn't even edit it. There you go. Taking it back to 9:30. Here you go.
Our own laws, and all the attorneys are the status quo. It's just very concerning all the way around. And like I said, we're planning on making sure that this never happens again to anybody in that community. It's really sad that it does. I'm very, very concerned for the well-beings of the citizens in Sumner County that are under Sumner County. I mean, I think they just need to write out what their laws are there, because they don't bode with Tennessee law. And I think that if they've got curfews on roads and
Context is hard for them, so I took it back a couple minutes. It's coming up.
you can't conduct yourselves, then I think they need to be posting those signs. Sonia leaving shortly. What? Where are you going? Where are you going, punk? Just asking for a few friends. No. But it's been quite a journey, you know, as many of you guys can imagine. We have a lot of work ahead of us. You know, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, your dedication to the case is impressive. This case needs your brand of strength. Oh, thank you, Denellen. Actually, that means a lot coming from you, because I know you're ultra critical of me. I love it though, you know. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, more damn Eagle. So it was funny, because I think Seth was.
Some of you are paying attention to the chat and who's in it. Isn't that funny? Spanky's right there in the chat as she says this. Isn't that ironic? And then gets on Brittany's and acts like he doesn't know what the fuck's being talked about.
Was moved when we got him. He goes, damn, my son has more bitches than me. You know, teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends. It was cute. It was really cute. I shouldn't say it. He didn't. I don't think he said bitches. I think he said women.
He was very happy.
Yeah, he was moved. He was moved almost to tears.
Oh.
So I love the tattoo.
Why wasn't this corrected right then and there? I mean, she says, well, I think he said women instead of bitches. That was her correction and her redaction. But BJ's over here storming and stomping that I didn't correct myself. How dare I keep that up? I'm not the source of this. That would be Betty. Take it up with your fucking friend, Betty.
I love it though, you know. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Hey, more damn Eagle. So it was funny, because I think Seth was moved when we got him. He goes, damn, my son has more bitches than me. You know, teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends. It was cute. It was really cute. I shouldn't say it. He didn't. I don't think he said bitches. I think he said women.
He was very happy.
Yeah, he was moved. He was moved almost to tears. So I love the tattoo. Yeah, but I gotta tell you that watercolor one, that was.
I mean, I played this numerous times in my live stream yesterday when we went over it. There should be no confusion. Brittany knows what she's talking about, right? She fact checks everything. Let's go on and see what else she has to say. I'm sure it's going to get just enlightening.
Explorers, thank you so much. Justin, congrats. Britt and Anna, sorry I fell asleep last night. Love y'all. Girl, I'm going to repeat what they just said. You don't have to apologize for going to sleep. You've just had a hip replacement. If I had a hip replacement, I'd be asleep a whole lot longer than you probably. So that's okay, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah, she is, Rita. I'm just tired of it all. The chaos, the drama.
She's tired of it all. The chaos, the drama. Well, you put my name in your mouth and I'm going to show that last night. So here I am to fact check your fucking ass once again. If you can't even source what the fuck you're talking about, stop talking, BJ.
It's really just too much. I mean, if you're gonna say that all, you know, things shouldn't take, nothing should take, you know, away the focus of being on Sebastian, then everybody should do their part in trying to keep the focus on Sebastian. And that's not what I'm seeing.
Joining a court filing is keeping the focus on Sebastian, I guess, these days.
At all. So, and then here we are. 257 days in. It's hard to believe, right? February is right around the corner. What is it, Anna?
I'm being subpoenaed.
What?
I'm being subpoenaed to the back porch.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Like, who's subpoenaing you?
Oh, God, that's going to be a rumor tomorrow.
Right? Oh, hey, Tiffany Marie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. I got to finish your live from today, but I watched most of it. So let's see. Linda, I can't share pics here, but if Britt maybe can. What is it, Nicole? You can send it to me in an email. Hope you're doing good.
Oh, wait. My buddy came in. Shit, I almost missed it. Hold on. Look who's there. Old TM.
Hope you're doing good. I got to finish your live from today, but I watched most of it. So let's see. Linda, I can't share pics here, but Britt maybe can. What is it?
She was so excited because Tiffany was dragging me. She was like, in there just salivating. BJ was. She was so damn excited trying to talk shit to me, and I was just ignoring her. Like, you don't even want to open this can of worms, but act like your little yapping chihuahua self. She was in there thinking she had backup and she was going to come for nonsense. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Nicole, you can send it to me in an email. Hindsight said the transcript of what BHB actually said is on my channel in a community post. She corrected herself immediately during the live. Okay, so BHB said something and corrected herself.
Hindsight's always got it. Hindsight and War, they find like everything.
I love their channels.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Summarize it up.
Let me look at what Hindsight said. I got you. Hold on one second. I'll read it. Yeah, Hindsight and War Eagle are my go-tos when it comes to like and Angela's Clips and Giggles. She's another good one.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. All right, it says
Mods, if they do what they did yesterday to promote her, please just boot them. I'm not promoting her. It's ridiculous.
make sure that I'm all right. The transcripts are when we got him at the 11 minute and 7 second mark, Betty says, when we got him, he goes, damn, my son has more bitches than, and then she says, me, teasing, he's got a bunch of girlfriends. It was cute. It really, and then she catches herself. She said it was really cute. Well, I shouldn't say that. He didn't. I don't think he said bitches. I think he said women. He was very happy. Yeah, he was. So Betty immediately retracted what she said.
There's a lot of Sebastian tattoos out there. I was surprised. I mean, they're beautiful too. There's the one that's like the watercolor one.
Pay attention to what they're about to say about these tattoos.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
If you want to, okay, and I'm probably going to get some shit for this. I'm probably going to, but I get it anyway. There are so many things that people could be in a tizzy about. There's so many things that could be called out. Getting a tattoo of your support for a missing child is not, that doesn't take precedence to me. Like, I
don't think it's worth, I don't think it's, breaking news or anything like that.
Right.
It's
like,
just
what? At this point, you're looking for in my opinion, looking for anything to fuss about. The fact that a tattoo was viral in the true crime community today is unbelievable to me.
You know what's unbelievable to me? The fact that you're defending this. Let's give a hypothetical here. This is that hypothetical that I've been waiting to give you because this is probably should hit you where it hurts. So let's say that you file for an injunction because you say that somebody is harassing and stalking you, right? And you can't take the abuse that you've had from this person. But let's up it a notch here, BJ. Let's say that you have a missing child. Let's say that you have a missing child at the same time of somebody stalking and harassing you and all of this stuff, right? Claims that you've made, claims that you've actually said that you're being bullied, harassed. The only thing about this that's hypothetical is that you don't have a missing child. Okay, so let's say that your child is missing. But you have this person over here that has stalked and harassed you and your family while you have a missing child and said all the horrible things. And you filed for an injunction and the court said, even the court granted it. You're not at that stage, though. Well, let's say that person that you filed against went and turned around and got your missing child's name tattooed on them. How would you feel? How the fuck would you feel with your person that bullies you, harasses you, stalks you, walking around with your child who's missing name on their shoulder? So Granny would never do that. But we could put Granny in that. What if Granny went and got your child's name tattooed on her? You make all those claims against Granny, right? That's what Katie and Chris have asked the court to stop, was the harassment. And you sit out here, even though, none of that, we're not to that part of it yet, but maybe you should sit on your fucking ass and think about if you were in those shoes. Granny would never do that. But I hope that hypothetical hits right where it should. Because that's exactly what Betty just did to Katie. your situation's hypothetical. This is the real life situation that they're living.
Like, we really, is that really
No,
what's taking
it's-
center stage? My God. A lot of people are upset with the puzzle piece, apparently. Listen,
Why?
well,
I think that
because,
was the best part.
I thought
well,
that was
to be fair, though, the autism thing, not saying that I agree with going at Betty. Okay, let me clarify. I think that I've seen a lot of mean stuff said today. But in regards to the puzzle piece, the foundation that's behind that symbol actually, it's very controversial. They believe that
Tilly T, thank you for the support. A mama spider monkey is missing her baby. Yeah, that's so rough. Like, I'm trying to just keep my mouth shut on that whole situation, but thank you for the support.
autism is behavioral, like it's basically they could be corrected. There's a lot of like, you have to look it up. There is a new symbol that a lot of people use, and it's the infinity.
2 different accounts. There's multiple Hindsights accounts running around. This is their clipper Hindsight that does all the clipping for like At Night, Nick, and all those guys. This is the one on her screen is the clipper for them.
So the infinity symbol, the light bulb. I'll show you in a little
it's
bit.
The thing is with autism, it's like, or with we'll just say even in art in general, it's what you want to do and put on your body is
Yeah.
up to that person. Now I don't know about the puzzle pieces or anything like that, but it's a big community, right? And
Quinny, I don't have personal issues with Spanky. I do with his behavior and his inability to be honest about anything. He's done some very, very vile, disgusting things to people on this platform, including his mods. They have hunted, and I'm talking victims and their families. It's a repeated behavior that and then he washes his hands and says, I didn't mean to. He's got that very sweet Southern charm, about it. I didn't mean to. I didn't do that. And it's a repeated thing, case after case after case. Justin, a lot of people like Justin. A lot of people think Justin is a great, wonderful man. I think Justin's got great qualities in him, but the repeated behavior of the scummy things that he does to victims and their families is really hard to overlook. I don't shame you for being friends with people like that. I get it. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can have a friend and they can do horrific things and you might not even notice all of it. But Justin knows what he's doing. I mean, he sat there and acted like he didn't know that Betty was the source of that as he was sitting in Betty's chat as she said it. It's things like that. He plays little games that are really frustrating.
And a lot of people don't know that, to be fair. They don't.
I didn't know it.
Yeah.
But people deal with everything differently. Some people deal with things medically, some deal with things more holistically.
And I was just responding to your comment because you made a comment. You are more than welcome here. There's a bunch of people in here there's mobs of his in here, and I'm cool with that. It's the fact of these are things he does. I'm not lying on the man. It is what it is. It's not a personal thing with him. He's got a very deep repeated pattern of behavior that I have talked about for over 2 years.
And people deals with things differently. It's just, I don't know, but I am going to look into that and educate myself a little bit more on that.
Yeah, I'll pull it up in just a second. But like I said,
this is where I appreciate him say, I didn't know. I'm going to look into it more and educate myself. That's all you can ask right there. He handled that totally fine.
I don't think it's fair to go at somebody for getting a tattoo. Remember what everybody told me when I kicked my cat? It's the intent, Brittany. Your intentions are everything. Okay. Well, we're going to follow that same logic and say intentions are everything. And do you think that Betty had ill intent when she got that puzzle piece tattooed on her?
Yes, I do. I do think she had ill intent. Sorry. What do you guys think? Yes or no?
Sebastian's name. What do you think her intentions were? Because I don't think that she did it in a malice way.
Oh my God, no, not at all. No, I don't. I mean, I don't think anybody would think that, would they? I mean,
Oh my God, you really think she got
And I don't think of it as in like she did it in a lot of ways, like a lot of people think. I think she did it without thinking it through, and also as a backhanded slap because she feels like she sacrificed so much for this child. I think it was a very selfish thing of her that she didn't put thought into it.
a tattoo for spite?
Oh,
What
goodness.
did you
No.
really just say that? Is there anybody else that you really believe that Betty got a tattoo for spite? Please tell me how that spites anybody.
Yeah.
well, then the joke would be on her because it's with her the rest of her life to spite her. You know what I mean? Like nobody's going to do that for
Exactly.
spite because, like, it's on you forever.
Revival, that's very true. Yeah, including the puzzle piece and stuff. But they've been reducing him to a diagnosis quite some time. They can't even talk about him without throwing the diagnosis in there.
So
I mean,
you think
this case has dramatically changed her life, particularly.
exactly. So they think
Why do you think this case has drastically changed Betty's life? Because of Betty's behavior, Betty's choices, Betty's actions.
it's against Katie. Can somebody tell me how Betty getting a tattoo that says Sebastian's Army in
I think it would be
in
an honor, wouldn't it?
right in support of finding Sebastian and bringing him home
That's what everybody wants, right?
is going to hurt Katie? I don't get that. I'm
That's
sorry.
like an. I mean, I don't know where she got the tattoo at, but you know, if it's someplace you can see, that's like.
I can't even believe that they're defending this. I cannot believe two parents are defending this. I can't. I honestly am stunned to see these two defend this behavior. I can't imagine the roles being reversed and them being in Katie's shoes.
Like a, you know, it's essentially, you know, what's the tattoo on you? What does that represent? And they know about Sebastian. What is the green? What is you know, Sebastian on your,
I don't understand
right?
how that would hurt Katie. I don't get that, y'all. I'm being dead serious. How would Betty getting a tattoo of Sebastian's Army going to hurt Katie? She wants her son found too.
How is Betty getting a tattoo helping find Sebastian, Brittany?
I don't what?
It's all out of jealousy.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
It's petty at this point. I mean, it's just petty.
Yeah. Very petty.
It's petty because we have a problem with it. It's petty that Betty got a tattoo. Tilly T, thank you. Don't be daft. Tattoos can be removed or written over. It's disgusting, worse than buying a monkey. I agree. I think it's horrifying. I cannot believe. Yeah, there's active ROs. Like, I cannot believe that they are defending this. I was stunned. I was actually stunned. I didn't think she would take this route.
It's just something else for somebody to talk about and, you know.
Yeah.
Just make up a bunch of crap.
Conversation. Yeah.
Do y'all, well, here's another thing for y'all. Katie's not the only one that, or not Katie, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Betty is not the only one that got a tattoo. So why are y'all only hyper focused on her?
You know, because she's the only one stupid enough to come out here bragging about it's on her body. We don't know who the other ones were, truly.
No, there's a whole group of them, right?
It's all disgusting.
Yep.
In my opinion, they're all just as disgusting. The only one that I thought was semi-okay was the heart one that didn't have a name.
They shouldn't be focused on anybody. Like Justin said, what you put on your body is your business. You know?
I don't understand. I mean, like, I get it, okay? There's the situation with Katie and Chris and Betty with the whole I don't even know what you call it, PF protection order thing or whatever. And I get that. Maybe she'd be upset because she doesn't like Betty. But to say that that's that's Betty or Katie's probably devastated, I doubt it. If anything, she's devastated her kid's not home.
I don't think. I don't think she has time to be devastated over anything else.
Right. You think she's worried about somebody getting a tattoo on them? Her child's missing.
The spin that they try to do here, right here, to excuse Betty's poor actions and behavior, quite astounding.
Seth says, I see it like this. We are part of humanity, and each one of us fit distinctively into it. That's well, I
Yeah.
like that. That's beautiful.
That's right.
How are you doing, Seth? Did the vigil go good today? Vigil. I'm trying not to say visual. I hate.
I hope somebody, Yvette, I hope you clip that part of that hypothetical I gave Brittany and send it to her. And I hope she stirs on that, because I'm sure she would be royally pissed if she had a missing child and somebody that she disliked, you know, all the things that she claims out here were done to her. And then that happened. I hope you clip it and send it to her. And I hope she has a problem with that.
That. And every
Vigil.
time.
Vigil.
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 People they get so
Oh,
if you pronounce it.
vigil.
Oh,
Seth
people say
says
visual. People say
visual.
visual, and then you're like, it's vigil. Vigil.
Vigil.
Yes.
Vigil. Seth says, I'm single and I'm not dating.
Tilly says, when I was 19, I worked with old Elsie, and she always said, if you need a tattoo, get it on your bum or nobody can see it. Thank you for the support.
Anyone. And if I was, it wouldn't be anyone's business. I thought it was awesome because it shows dedication to the cause of finding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Wait a minute. Who's saying that? Wait a minute. Are they accusing y'all of dating?
People have been throwing that out there for quite some time. I do not think that whatsoever. That's not an accusation that I have made. It is what it is, but I find that to be weird, and this conversation is going to even get weirder.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I think they've accused them of that for ages.
Oh my Lord.
Someone, I think it was today or was it yesterday, somebody said that they were dating, and you heard it first from me.
No.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like breaking news, you know. Oh well. And if he was, it's nobody's business. But I don't think he is, because he said he's single and not
assure
dating
you.
anybody.
They are not dating.
I mean, I'm that really is none of our business. Truly, like what Seth does in his private life is none of our business. But this is going to take a weird turn.
No, I'm sure they aren't either.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, they have a business relationship, you know. That's all they have.
can I state the obvious one more time?
So, Nana, if your employer, since you say that they have a business relationship, if your employer wanted you to get a tattoo to represent their company, would you go get the tattoo? Asking for me.
Sebastian's missing.
Right.
Why are they worried
This isn't the love connection right now. We're not here for the love connection. There's not even been a sign of that. People just create things in their minds.
You know, the way I look at it is they got nothing else to talk about, so they got to make up things to get clicks and views.
We had to make up Betty getting a tattoo. We had to go make up Betty getting a tattoo for clicks and views. I woke up going, fucking, I just hope that Betty posts a video of getting a tattoo. I made that up for clicks and views. Sure did. Going over to Betty's page and clicking that button and watching her video. But yeah, we had to just make things up for clicks and views. No, again, why are we failing to miss that these are Betty's choices, Betty's actions? I don't know.
Oh, well, whatever. All of us in our right minds know.
Well, some people are enjoying those views today. It's more views than they've ever had. It's crazy.
Oh, ouch. Don't worry. She's going to go on a little rant here coming up. She's really upset. And Brittany, yesterday wasn't the most views I've ever had. I've had over, I think, 1,100 in my chat before. It doesn't matter to me, but that seems to really grind your gears, and you're going to go off on a tangent here shortly.
I don't know. And it seems like the very people, hey, Viprin, the very people that are fussing about the attention and the center focus being on Sebastian are the ones that are keeping the drama at the forefront. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Who you dated?
talking about Betty's behavior again, how does that correlate? Betty's behavior is a whole side project, a whole side piece. Talking about you guys who exploit these families is a whole side piece of Sebastian's actual case. There's two distinct areas here, and us talking about Betty doesn't have any impact on Sebastian and Sebastian being missing, does it, Brittany?
Your business. A grown man said, that's what I'm saying. If that, even if that man is dating somebody, that's his business. Don't have anything to do with us. The only thing that, you know, we are and should be concerned about is trying to find Sebastian, find out what happened to him, because kids don't vanish. They just don't.
No, they don't vanish. No,
but
He
what-
didn't
what's-
vanish.
Yeah, but what
kids
Seth
don't
was trying
vanish. I
yeah,
don't-
go ahead.
No,
What Seth
sorry.
was trying to say, he doesn't have time to date anybody. He's looking for a son,
Mhm.
you know, and that's bottom line.
But this is weird, and this is taking a weird turn again, because remember the whole Michaela situation that everybody went around about and Seth was really hurt about in the beginning of this. Michaela, like this whole thing, there was already one situation about potentially dating, getting fucked over. Again, there's a lot we don't know, nor do we need to know, nor is any of our business about Seth's personal life. But again, this whole little weird spin that you're doing is completely backfiring.
Line. So get over it. Oh my.
I would like to, I really hope that we can find him, or he can be found before his birthday.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Is it the 7th or the 9th of December?
It's December the 7th,
Yeah.
and we are super close. Hey,
Isn't that-
Emmy.
That's Arbor Day, right?
I know it's the anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
I mean, it's going to be February before too long, even, you know?
Yeah. Can you believe that? I was thinking about that the other day.
Flew by.
A year, you guys. Does it feel like we've been here a year almost?
No.
Tug
And
on the
yes.
heartstrings. Right.
It depends on which way you look at it.
For real. Some people think that they are champagne in a tall glass, when in actual fact they're lukewarm in a plastic cup. Oh my Lord.
She doesn't even understand what this fucking means. But she's like, oh my God, it's so fucking funny. You can call me a fucking dollar store knockoff. You can call me a Temu, anything. What you can't call me is factually incorrect. Can you, Brittany? Sucks to be you.
Yes.
That's funny. I'm stealing that.
I don't know
my
who said
Lord.
that, but that's funny.
That's good. Tugs on the heartstrings.
Yeah.
That's good. And it's true. It's so true. It is
What-
so true.
What's the what's the chemical that they take out of the BPA? Yeah,
Mhm.
the BPA free
Hey, Cash.
plastic. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They got the damn Dollar Tree with the BPA plastic cups. Mother ch-
Oh, because we have problems with Betty's behavior and poor choices of disrespecting a missing child, then we're all just shitty solo cups. I mean, who cares? If that makes me a shitty solo cup, then be it. At least have morals and values.
Chicken, mother chicken.
The kind, if you squeeze them too hard, they crack.
Yes.
Apple juice in a yellow solo cup. That's it.
Looks like
They're GMO. I don't get it, y'all. I don't. I'm sorry. Can you imagine how long it seems to set? I don't. I could not. If one of my babies were gone, and then like it's okay, so it's not enough that your child is missing, but then you have people that are overly analyzing every single word. They're accusing you of using your child for money. They've accused him of selling Sebastian's story for I have
movie,
heard
a book, a sitcom. I mean, you name it. It's like been
All-
accused, and it's like, how can you accuse a dad who is at work?
Well, you guys have implied that Katie and Chris have hit a body, that they were in Alaska potentially, that they were in Oregon. I mean, we can compare if you want.
Right. Exactly.
But
Now-
we still don't know where others are. In my opinion, allegedly.
But then they say that
Notice that little dig he had to get in there, but we still don't know where others were, allegedly.
if we Like, why is the center focus on Katie? You know, people will say that. Well, people have looked to Katie because she was the last one with Sebastian. That's not to say that Katie is guilty of anything, but that's unfortunately, hey, Kimberly KV, that's where it starts. You have to start looking at that angle. And
that's what law enforcement's job is. Law enforcement is the investigative agency involved in this, not you and your speculation and your wild theories. Law enforcement will be the one to do the investigation. And of course, it starts in the home where he was last seen. Like, that's common fucking sense. But it doesn't excuse your salacious bullshit to paint a narrative.
And then if Sebastian was with Seth before he went missing, then everybody would analyze Seth.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, the mom says he walked out, and authorities say there's nothing that we have that says that he did that.
Thank you, Angela. All right, y'all. Angela ain't playing tonight. She cleaning house. Angela said, you all act right. Sebastian's vigil was today, and you aren't coming in here being disrespectful. I'll show you out. Exactly, because listen, I can show you 50-11 channels that you can go to and talk all the smack you want, but over on my channel, we're not going to do that, because that's one of the things that I actually wanted to discuss tonight. I thought that it was really so disrespectful that people were going crazy, you know, about a tattoo and a quote that wasn't even, it was a complete misinformation and misquote.
By Betty. She thinks it's so terrible that we point out Betty's poor behavior and Betty's exploiting of these victims and their families. Betty exploiting and using Seth. We are terrible because we're pointing out Betty's poor behavior. Carry on, Brittany.
From Seth. And people get hung up on that and do a full multi-hour live
It was a misquote
stream.
from Betty, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, misquote from Betty that she immediately corrected. And like, while the person goes live and has said it's disrespectful and rages for God knows how long. Like,
Misty, are you talking about authorities said there's nothing they have that says that he did that? What? When did they? Yeah, Misty, so that is her twist of Tony's words when he was on Court TV with Vinny and Seth. And then when they went on Josh, when Tony kept saying that Sumner County says that they have no evidence of him ever leaving the home, when that's never been said by law enforcement. But they twisted that. That's the spin from that, I think, is what you're pointing out. Canvas and Crime, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Tilly T, thank you again for the support. I don't get someone nodding off, hitting mic with head to wake up. LOL, but you do, you boo. Anyone got new Grift link for Spider Pearl Orphan Monkey ripped from her mama today? My gosh, the shit that just keeps happening out here, thank you for the support, is insane. Just insane. Granny, I used you as a hypothetical. Don't kick my ass. Thank you.
You took away from the fact that this boy.
But I also preface that by saying you would never do such a thing, but I'm trying to drive a point home to Brittany and all of her bullshit here. But I know you would never do such a thing, but she can't quite understand the bullshit that she's talking.
His dad had a vigil for him today, and instead of like showing a little bit of respect, no, you got to show out even more and act a fool. I don't get it. I don't.
But we give Seth and all of them doing, you know, I try to support anybody doing good.
Yes.
Right. Even if I
Absolutely.
don't agree with, you know, where they are on the case, if they're looking for Sebastian, I appreciate
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Right. So genuinely, if they're doing good, right.
Exactly.
Talking about the case, you know, facts about the case.
Quinny, I hope I didn't upset you. If I did by talking to you about your comment, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just pointing out, like, you can like somebody, right? I'm not trying to tell you how to think, how to feel, how to anything. I'm just showing you what they do and what they say and everything of that nature. I hope I didn't upset you. And if I did, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intent. I was just trying to explain there's a pattern of behavior here with continued cases, and the way he spins things specifically on Spanky, he does things. He was sitting in Betty's chat as Betty said that. And then when Brittany brings it up, he's like, what? I didn't know that this happened. They knew that Betty was the source of that comment. I didn't just come out here and quote something off kilter. It was Betty repeating supposedly what Seth said. Do we know what Seth said? No, because none of them are honest, unfortunately. But Seth was in there and none of them corrected her even stating that at once. And then at night comes out to make a correction. You see, Betty's live hasn't been edited. She didn't make a correction. None of it.
What happened the night of February 25th, going into the early morning hours of February 26, 2024.
Yep.
You talk about that?
You guys, please leave anybody's health situations alone. We don't need to do that in the comment section. Thank you, though.
You're doing good. I support that. But
We can't lose sight of that.
everything else is background music. It should be, at least.
And listen, I'm not trying to sit up here and be a hypocrite. I'm guilty myself. I'm guilty of responding. I'm guilty of, shifting the topic and the focus. I'm guilty myself. But at the same time, like, I can tell you this. If Chris and Katie Proudfoot did a vigil tomorrow for Sebastian, I would respect that.
Of course.
And I would not do anything to cause any uproar or problems for them having that vigil for their kids. That's their right. And
us commenting about Betty's poor behavior has no impact on Seth having a vigil for his child. In fact, none of us were disrespectful, in my opinion. I don't know if the comments were or not, but I never even remotely said. I actually brought it up before the team brought it up. Aren't they having this? Isn't this supposed to be happening? Before you guys all started promoting it again. Seth is entitled to do what he wants to do in honor of his missing child. Like, that's here nor there. But this whole weird spin of us talking about Betty's poor behavior having an impact on a vigil for Sebastian is not there, Brittany. You're making jumps here that don't. And you're trying to emotionally manipulate people and play these games and shame us for talking about Betty's poor behavior while you're defending her poor behavior. You sit there. We don't have to. You sit in the fucking pig pen of shit that you guys are in.
Something they should do.
It's anybody's, right to if they want to put together someone to honor someone or
fucking Molly Golightly. One of the people I find just to be complete on this app, who has done a lot to victims and their families, made a spot on post calling Betty to the carpet for this horrific tattoo. I even agreed with Molly a couple times yesterday. I thought the world's in this weird spin cycle. I never thought that would happen. But if Molly Golightly has better morals and can call it out than you two, you might need to go spend some time in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
To bring awareness or in memory or whatever, there's different types of vigils. And, support good. Just simple. Support good.
Support good.
Right.
Right.
Does anybody know
agree
if
with them, but it's just because someone doesn't agree with it doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that.
Exactly.
Us talking about Betty's behavior is not supporting Seth in his journey to find his child. That is not, we can't see, but how they muddy all of this together as if you don't support Betty, you're not supporting Seth. But Seth, his own words, he has said he's thanked people when they've supported Betty financially. Thank you for supporting Betty. By supporting Betty, you're supporting me, which in turn supports Sebastian. He's made comments like that, so it emboldens creators to think that they can correlate Betty's poor behavior and direct impacts with the search for. It's not there. It's just not. But they're going to continue to push it.
Does anybody know if any of the family members showed up today?
I don't know. I haven't got to talk to anybody really about it. Like I said, I talked to Mr. and Mrs. E earlier, but it was brief and I didn't get to ask. But Beth, did anybody else come? Like, did you have a good show out? Were any of the other family members there? Rachel, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, y'all,
let me give my 2 cents on this whole Unsolved No More that everybody's reviewed. I think Ken's talking about all of them. I think he's talking about SF. I think he's talking about Dog, Nick, all of it. I think he's talking about all of it because from an investigative purpose, him being an ex-law enforcement investigator, all of that is unnecessary if you're looking for a child. Like, that's where I think he's talking about the whole shit and thing, not just one specifically. I think he's talking about every single one of them. But it's interesting to watch people say, oh, nope, he's only talking about SF, or, oh, nope, he's only talking about Dog and Nick. I think he's talking about the whole shit show. Rightfully so.
That can't wait a minute, y'all that can't see Grace, as CP says, the message is simple. Don't dissect. 100% a non-DNA woman has love, grace, and more time in a cell than guilty, in my opinion. I'm confused. Hold on. Y'all
can't
that
see
can't
it.
see.
I'm driving.
She says, y'all that can't
Yes, Ken Maines from Unsolved No More.
see Grace, as CP says, the message simple. Don't dissect. 100% a non-DNA woman has love and grace and more time in a cell than guilty.
Yeah, I don't even know what this whole shit thing is. We're gonna fast forward. She's gonna tell you why she's so triggered though here coming up. Let's just let her get into this part. This is quite funny. I'm over it.
Hold on.
I'm over it. I've been over it.
I
I
can't
didn't
read my
want to
own
go back
handwriting.
here.
Hold on. Let me see.
Upset?
No, that's
I was actually stunned that she would come out and defend Betty. I was really stunned that she would take this stance, but here we are.
Crime Stories obsessed
But she's going to tell you what this is really about for her.
is
Oh, well, she took it down. Hold on. Let me grab the clip. She took it down. Give me 1 second. She ain't going to learn. I mean, I don't care what she does with her videos. She doesn't make it any harder for me. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Excited.
So
Let me get the point. Oh, hold on. Let me just go grab my iPad because I've got the full thing. I've got clips over here, but I've got the full shit thing. Give me one moment. She always tries it. She always tries it. That's one thing for sure. Which is fine. I mean, do whatever you got to do. Take it down. You do that. Hang out there. Cool. Okay. Let's go. Let me get to a spot. Let me turn my volume up.
You know,
We're about to watch some of that podcast if you guys are cool with it. Well, I mean, come on. Hate on the man all you want. That's Benny Politan. He's even saying it. This man is out here looking for his son, not giving up everywhere that he can. He is getting involved with anybody that will give him the time of day. Seth Rogers is doing exactly what any parent would do that wants to find their kid. Period.
when was the last time we heard anything from the other two?
That's a good question.
I can't remember. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just saying, if my child was missing, I'd be on every news channel every day. I'd just be screaming from the rooftops. I wouldn't give up. I couldn't give up. But we haven't heard from them. Why? I don't understand. I mean, it's fact. That's fact.
If you're not going to advocate for your child and look for them, why would anyone else? You have to be that advocate to get out in the forefront and look first and create that initiative and be loud and push. I don't understand how people can't see that. I can't believe that this is the point that we have arisen at, where people can't even point out things that aren't, that don't make sense. You can't even point things out that are questionable. You can't even do that anymore. Or you're a monster. You're a monster for that. Come on, guys. Say it loud, Vinny, for the people in the back. Seth had been the loudest voice for his son. And that's a fact. It's a fact. Play it again. All right, hold on a second. Hold on, we're going to go through it. Give me just a second.
In my opinion, Seth is the loudest voice for Seth. You can disagree with me all you want, but I think Seth is the loudest voice for Seth. I might have to go back a little bit because, let's see, I recorded it on 2 times.
Right.
Let's get to it.
What is it? Where are you going?
Where'd she go? Where'd she go?
The ward has
Where'd she be? Oh, here we go.
information regarding Sebastian's whereabouts. You were asked to call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, your local FBI office, or Dog
It is sped up.
Heller's tip line.
I can load it if I need to.
I'll tell you this much. One thing I do know, there's a reason for everything. And if it's coming out, they got a reason why they're doing it, right? It's not for nothing. There's a motive behind it.
Mhm.
Hey, Enjoy Life. I just Googled her and she is the actress. That's her. What do I know though? Wait a minute. I Googled her and she is the actress. Who's an actress, Michelle? Who's an actress? I'm confused. Are we going to watch
The actress is the lady on the news segment for At Night Media. Somebody Googled her and is saying she's an actress.
what update?
And that was from the Sebastian Rogers case goes international. The forefront person, the woman that was on that representing At Night, supposedly is an actress. An actress.
Strategy is everything. Absolutely. Crazy how they talk about Dog and his team. The blonde. Oh, that lady. She's an actress? Oh, guys, come on. Let's not. Look, there's a lot of bullcrap going on. A lot. And I think that we need to stick together, please, because I'm telling you, it's taken all I got. It's absolutely taken all I got. Hold on a second. There's a lot that I want to say, but I'm going to save it. Wow. Give me just a second, guys. Hold on a minute. Hold, please.
Britt, there was another channel. Are you on there, Britt?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, there was another channel. They're saying when Nick did that last live, they said, well, where's Nick getting all this money that he thinks he's putting out there? Nick's not putting the money out there.
Do you think Nick? Come on. You think Nick is footing this bill?
No.
Come on,
no.
guys.
I'll tell you who's doing it. The one
Footing a bill for what? What are they footing a bill for?
who has all the money. I'll bet you. That's my opinion.
It's ridiculous to think like this platform, it goes to people's heads, you guys. It absolutely goes to people's heads and they don't think logically. There's so much.
They think they do.
This platform goes to people's heads and they do not think logically. Oh.
Well, they think
I'm not
like defending a tattoo of Betty.
I'm not going to say I know everything. I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. That's not what I'm here, doing, claiming to know everything. But most of these people think they do know everything.
Right.
And that's why I don't watch them. Because it's like, I've never claimed in my whole life I know everything and I'm Miss Know-It-All.
Right.
No, never. I learn with the rest of us.
I'm going to pull up Ken Main's channel one more time. What is his channel called, guys? Does anybody remember what Ken Main's channel's name is?
Oh, I had it written down. Hold on. Here it is.
She's trying to find Ken's channel.
Is it Crime Stories?
Hold on.
I can't read my own handwriting.
Hold on.
Obsessed?
No, that's Crime Stories Obsessed is my friend Emma. She's got a channel. Guys, what Unsolved No More. Thank you so much. Unsolved No More. Can we go through this one more time? Because I've got a couple questions. Because a lot of people are saying that a lot of people are saying that they're talking about Nick and his team. That this man
Sheila, they can plot all they want. Let them plot. Let them have at it. Here's another part. Okay.
just like y'all are. Boots on the ground, people.
Document request vigilance. Last month,
I'm gonna
police have created
fast forward through the news article.
closely with WKRN.
It's very interesting to say the least. They said 2 credible leads. Isn't that what they just said? Daggone. So, we can count on that, guys, right? Like, one thing's for certain, we know that there are boots on the ground, people looking left, right, center. There's teams that are being deployed, all over the country and internationally. What is going on? What's wrong, Samantha? What's wrong? Is there something else happening? Are the leads typically made public?
I'll address what you guys are talking about and warning me about in the comments at the end. Thank you, but not concerned at all.
No.
I'll address it at the end, though.
Not from what I've seen. But I know as much as you guys. So, you know what I mean? I'm on the outside just like y'all are.
I think that's very strong that they put Dog the Bounty Hunter information out there on a local news channel like that. For all the people that think that, he's not real and he's not really doing anything. Well, why would a local news station put that out there? They put his information out there also to contact.
Well, I'll tell you this much. One thing I do know, there's a reason for everything. And if it's coming out, they got a reason why they're doing it, right? It's not for nothing. There's a motive behind it.
Mm-hmm.
They enjoy life.
Hey,
I just Googled
Mal.
her and she is the actress. That's her. She is everything. Absolutely.
I'm moving forward.
Crazy how they talk about Dog and his team. Stick together, please, because I'm telling you, it's taken all I got. It's absolutely taken all I got. Hold on a second. There's a lot that I want to say, but I'm going to save it. Wow. Give me just a second, guys. Hold on a minute. Hold, please.
You know, Britt, there was another channel. Are you on there, Britt? Or
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
here.
hold it? Okay. Well, there was another channel. They're saying when Nick did that last live, they said, well, where's Nick getting all this money that he thinks he's putting out there? Nick's not putting the money out there.
Yeah, do you think Nick, come on, Nick, you think Nick is footing this bill?
No.
Come on,
No,
guys.
I'll tell you who's doing it. The one who has all the money. I'll bet you. That's my opinion.
It's ridiculous to think like people, this platform, it goes to people's heads, you guys. It absolutely goes to people's heads and they don't think logically. There's so much.
They think they do. You know,
Well, they think they
and
know.
I'm not going to say I know everything. I don't know everything.
This shit is one of my favorites, but she goes into a spin here. I think it's this clip. I've got clips and the full screen recording, so give me a second.
I don't claim to know everything. That's not what I'm here, doing, claiming to know everything. But most of these people think they do know everything.
Right.
And that's why I don't watch them. Because it's like,
The one thing nobody can ever say about me is I don't come prepared.
I've never claimed in my whole life I know everything and I'm meant to know it all.
Right.
No, never. I learn with the rest of us.
I'm going to pull up Ken Main's,
I'm going to fast forward a little bit
Stories.
because they go to
that,
try to find Ken's channel.
a lot of people are saying that they're talking about Nick and his team, that this man is talking about Nick and his team. I don't think so. I do not think so. Let's go through it one more time. Are you guys cool with that?
Yeah.
I want
You
to
said
listen to
crime
what he
time
said.
no more?
Crime unsolved no more.
Unsolved no more? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that one down.
Let's listen to him one more time.
Is we go forward.
Let's fast
We
forward.
needed to get back into the case and leave the.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. This is where it gets fun.
Now, I'm not going to
Hang on
do
a
a
second.
great.
Hang on a second.
So she's reviewing Ken Main's, and we're going to go sideways.
Thank you for keeping it real, Britt, and keeping the focus on Sebastian. We needed to get back into the case and leave the bullshit where it belongs. Yeah. I'm tired. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Tonight I started to go live tonight and rebut nonsense.
Rebut me. She was going to go live and rebut me. That's her words too. She was going to give me a rebuttal. But she couldn't even source where the quote for my live stream came from. Okay, great. We're off to a wonderful start. Just wait. This is going to get so much better.
Nonsense had over 1,000 people in chat today. She had.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. I didn't even notice this until somebody and me were talking about it. And I was like, holy shit, I did. There's actually over 1,000 of you in the chat right now too. Oh shit, this is really going to send her on a spiral.
Leave the bullshit where it belongs. Yeah. I'm tired. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Tonight I started to go live tonight and rebut nonsense.
Oh.
Nonsense had over 1,000 people in chat today. She had over 1,000 people in chat running her snarky little snout. And
sure fucking did. Yep.
She never had those numbers. She don't even know how to act with that.
I have had those numbers before. Rarely, and nobody cares. I mean, it's disgusting. I'm glad that so many people think that what Betty is doing is disgusting and stands against the disrespect of a missing child. I'm really proud to say that there's people that are tuned into this conversation. Thank you for being here. But it's weird. Like, why are you watching my numbers like that? That's fucking strange.
So she's absolutely being rewarded for being evil, for just slagging people. And when you go live and
I'm rewarded for being evil. Check that. I'm straight up the fucking evilest person on this goddamn app, according to this one.
Like, I think she had, I don't even know, like three or 4,000 subscribers, maybe 6 at the most. When she first
3 or 4,000 or maybe 6 most.
Started covering everybody that was talking Sebastian Rogers. So I would say 3/4 of her channel has been, her sub growth has come from the name Sebastian Rogers.
3/4 of my channel has came from the name Sebastian Rogers. Math is really hard. You can go back and see when we celebrated different milestones that we hit over here. I think there's 2 videos where Sebastian's name might be in the title or hashtagged in the description, maybe 3.
Now, she can tell you she goes after all of the creators who say anything surrounding Sebastian's family, which that's BS.
I do.
But at the end of the day, no matter how you slice that pie, you're still slicing it the same way, honey. And you absolutely have grown your channel off of Sebastian Rogers' name.
My channel grew off of, unfortunately, Marvon's name too. Yep, because somebody had to push back. I've never denied that. Never. And by proxy, unfortunately, we do talk a lot about Sebastian Rogers' case because of the misinformation. That's how it's going to happen, and I'm not going to apologize for it. And here we are.
And at least some of us can say that when we talk about it, we're talking about his case, the details.
I want you to pay attention to this, though. This is the best part of this whole thing right here. Make sure you hear it.
But at the end of the day, no matter how you slice that pie, you're still slicing it the same way, honey. And you absolutely have grown your channel off of Sebastian Rogers' name. And at least some of us can say that when we talk about it, we're talking about his case, the details of it.
She's talking about his case, the details of it. Guess what? There's been no update on Sebastian's case since February.
Investigative part of it. You merely go live and you pinpoint a different creator constantly. Like if it's, and she only goes after people whose numbers are good. Do you notice that?
I only go after people whose numbers are good. Did you check that live stream that I did with 75 channels ranging from 200 subs to thousands of subs? Crime Time Buzz, smaller channel. I highlight a whole fucking variety of people. Okay.
That should tell you all that you need to know. When you got somebody out here who's monetized and who only
and actually we follow the pattern of the misinformation and how it flows, and it just so happens to be that those channels are a big push of the misinformation. I'm not going to apologize for that either. Sorry.
After people that have decent numbers, that should tell you all you need to know right there. No, I mean, nobody should even have to question that. That completely.
You're about to have your mouth hit the floor here in a second if you haven't heard this yet. What she's about to say coming up is pretty fucking ironic.
Reveals what she's doing this for. It's for the money and the numbers.
And the numbers.
You know what makes me?
Not only me.
You know what makes
She says I'm doing this for the money and the numbers. Okay.
me sick about this?
What?
Is the people that go over there.
Yep.
Over there to hate. And there's that many people in this world or in this YouTube community that hate like that. And if they do, we don't need them here.
No.
You know, it's not about quality or quantity. It's about quality. And we do have a quality community here.
Brittany, you know what's crazy is there's people in this
Excuse me. You have a quality.
There's people in this chat that don't like me. They show up over here because if I'm talking about it, there's a receipt to back it up. That's why a lot of people are here. Because I don't have to just point out that you say something. I don't have to tell people that you say something. I can show them, and I can show them where you source that, where you go with it. That's why people show up over here, is because receipts, not even really me. People don't like me. There's a lot of people in here that don't like me, but they respect the fact that I drop receipts constantly.
It's our community. But
you have a big community, but you have a quality community, you know, and that's why a lot of people come here.
They have a quality community. Get that straight.
If they're not here, then they're not here for the right reasons.
Well, I think it's stupid.
This is going to get
to sit there and say that
amazing.
You're coming after other people because you're protecting families and the victims, when you are probably one of the most gnarly, nasty people on this platform, and you sit with some of the worst people.
Who do I sit with? Point out who I sit with, because factually incorrect. I sit by myself. I sit with me and my island of people. I don't co-sign shit. I'm not in these creator bubbles. None of that. This falsehood that people continue to do of I sit here, I do that. Where do I fucking sit? Because most of the time you guys accuse me of sitting with people that I don't even sit with or never am around.
People that go real life and that bring children.
Really? Are you not sitting in chats of people that go real life all the time? From the old Chroma days there, BJ? just asking for me. Snazzy Trinket says, BJ made a community post yesterday about you. She edited it multiple times, but deleted it after people kept kindly calling her out. It was hilarious. See, you're being called out in the comments. Snazzy, thank you for the support. She does that quite often. And Tilly T, I only came in because I like the no nonsense. Say it how it is. BJ, you're so full of it. It's unbelievably true. Which item you begging, crying for tonight? Always begging. It's hilarious. Well, she's going live on her backup today, so I'm just helping her out here. I'm giving her something to bitch about.
People who weaponize other
Thank
people's
you.
children. You sit with those people. And then you want to sit.
I sit with those people. Okay. I'm gonna fucking pop off on this. Listen.
Nasty people on this platform. And you sit with some of the worst people. People that go real life and that bring children. People who weaponize other people's children.
So she's referencing the Cotton situation, which all of you saw how I had no clue that that happened. Those are your friends. Those are people you associated with. You and Cotton were buddies. Cotton's was or is a mod of Tiffany Marie. When Tiffany Marie tried calling me out on that yesterday, it was really fucking ironic because that's her mod that did that to you and your kids. I don't sit with anybody that did that. I think it was foul. I don't agree with it. I think asking for it was disgusting. And I apologize to your children because nobody, including yourself, in my opinion, protected their dignity. You didn't handle it 2 years ago, did you? So while you're sitting here trying to shame me and say that I sit here or sit there where I don't fucking even sit, you failed. Not me. I didn't have shit to do with that, nor have I ever hung out in groups like that. You sit there. You sit with those people, not me. Factually speaking, you sit with those people. You're hanging out with Tiffany Marie, who that was her mod. I don't know if Cotton still is or not. That did that to your kids. You sit with those people, not fucking me. Get it straight.
Sit with those people. And then
you also sit with Cher, who was best buddies with her. You guys all had relationships. I didn't. So while you're all out here trying to paint these false relationships that nonsense supposedly has because you think that I share subs with somebody, y'all are fucking looking pathetic as fuck. And I don't care. Truly don't care.
Sit there and talk about somebody else. You grew your channel. You got your first start. You got your first little start. Like what
my first little start. Listen to this.
Couple of thousand was from the Dre and Marvon McRae case. And then the rest is
absolutely was. Yep. My channel absolutely grew. Nobody's ever denied that off of Marvon and Dre and what the fuck was done to them. 100% it did. And it was horrifying. But two things had to exist. The message had to get out there that they were being exploited and being targeted. And unfortunately, my channel grew because of it. But guess what? People also know that Dre did not murmur her husband, unlike other people were trying to tell you. People know that it wasn't a true crime case, ever. It was a tragedy that they turned into a true crime case, just like they're attempting to do with Sebastian's case right now. It's not even a true crime case. It's an awareness case of a missing child.
From after Sebastian. If you really meant what you said and believed with your whole chest what you claim you believe, and you stood behind those morals, you wouldn't sit with some of the people you sit with, number one. Number two.
This imaginary where I sit. I sit on my fucking ass. Just like the rest of you. These imaginary alignments because you coexist in a space. Okay.
You wouldn't be monetized. And you wouldn't be profiting off of this in any way, shape, or form, but you do.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that irony right there? I'm going to replay that just so you can get the full concept of that when that plane passes by. For anybody that's new here too, just a quick history lesson. My channel wasn't monetized for a long fucking time. I didn't monetize my channel for the longest time. I had no intent of monetizing my channel ever. I finally said, you know what? I do put a lot into this. I monetized it. You'll never hear me asking for fucking thumbs up. That's awkward when I do it. I've done it a couple times. It's really fucking weird to me. I don't ask you to support my channel or keep the channel going by fucking donating to me. I don't do any of that shit. I show up every day to do what I do, talk about it. And guess what? With that, I am able to turn around and do a few good things in my community and other places. I'm not going to feel guilty for it. Sorry, I'm just not.
This come after Sebastian. If you really meant what you said and believed with your whole chest what you claim you believe, and you stood behind those morals, you wouldn't sit with some of the people you sit with, number one. Number two, you wouldn't be monetized and you wouldn't be profiting off of this in any way, shape, or form. But you do, because you're a fraud and people are seeing through you.
I'm a fraud because I'm monetized. She makes her living on this. Sit there with that twist. This is her career.
100%. Miss Day, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. I appreciate that very much. Muddy Paw says, we don't know what happened. What I can
Smiles, we're back to I'm a fraud. I framed and set up people again. We're back down that road again. I'm back to framing shit, setting people up. Okay, I'll finish this and then I gotta tell you guys some funny shit yesterday.
tell you is hearing from law enforcement, there have been a lot of cases lately of kids who are lured away / groomed in Roblox, Minecraft. It's become a big problem. I agree. It absolutely does happen. And it is happening.
I see what
I
she's
really,
doing.
honestly, guys, from the bottom of every fiber of my being, I don't think that's what happened to Sebastian. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't even seem logical. Think about this. If they found something in Sebastian's gaming console or his tablet or whatever, the device he used, they would have tracked the person down by now. They haven't. They haven't. Not that we know of. If they did, I feel like there would be a bolo. You know what I mean? We would have a bolo, or they would put out a person of interest, or some type of, sketch to say, have you seen this person? Or we're looking for this person. There would have been a nationwide bolo, and I really do believe that they would have alerted the public to be on the lookout. The other,
she's true crime. I'm just gonna say that. That's all I gotta say about that part.
kids are in danger. Lisa Ann, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. She says, thank you, Brittany, for everything you do. Thank you, Lisa Ann. Destiny Nyla, thank you for 22 months, guys. Wow, 22.
That's a long time.
Ranked her
I
video
feel so
again.
loved. Thank you
I
so
have to put a
much.
clip of it.
Sebastian Strong. Yes, that's what it's all about. 100%. That's what it's about. Look at that face. I cannot believe we're going on a year. Alicia Cardwell has been a member for a month. We all top notch. Yeah, we are. We all top notch. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, you just heard that rant. Listen closely.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Hey, Lomac. These hate channels and their viewers are vile, evil, low-lifers. Yeah, they're pretty gross. Mm-hmm. Hey, Bubble Beth. Justin, are you and Baby Pearl home yet? They should be. He was about 2 hours away from home about a little over an hour ago. Nerdy girl. PJ saying, but I've had my cough for almost 2 months. I had gotten so much better for sure.
Don K, thank you for the support. BJ, take responsibility. Yeah, not gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sorry, nerdy girl. I hope you're okay. All right, let's see. Justin popped out. Is he okay? Yeah, he said that if he fell off, that he would be back. He's got the link. Hey, Ebony.
Yep, we're all low lives.
Irony Rose says, and there was so much going on in that house before he went missing that was high intensity bad. Well, and here's the thing: we can't say anything about it because people want to get mad. But I'm not going to sit on my hands just because I'm worried about what other people are going to say. I have my opinions. I'm entitled to them, as anybody else is. And I know what Chris Proudfoot said, right? What did he tell us? He said, that CPS worker had been to their home multiple times. Muddy Paul says, Brittany, yes, but these kids all hop on Discord now with encrypted chat, so it's hard to trace them. Something to keep in mind. Now, you're right about that, because Discord is the wild, wild west, and that is a little bit.
So she bitches about me, but just wait, it gets even better. And then she goes into justifying her dislike of Chris off of information that we don't really even know.
Concerning. Absolutely. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. In my opinion, I feel that as soon as the arrest warrants are issued to the 6
That's right, that Michelle. We're on an island, bish.
individuals on my perp list, the haters will be grabbed in a FBI dragnet to keep them away from the 6 I suspect. Wait, Letitia, do you think that there are 6 people involved? Do you? Give me a second, guys. Oh, please.
This is the best part. Upcoming is, yeah, somebody made a comment in there
Wow.
that's just stupid.
Thank you so much to the person who just sent me the email. That's concerning. I will look into that for sure. I appreciate it. All right, I didn't do my intro, guys, before we get started into this video.
Oh shit, wait. hold on. She didn't do her intro. She's an hour and 25 minutes into the video.
Look into that for sure. I appreciate it. All right, I didn't do my intro, guys, before we get started into this video. Can I ask you all, if you don't mind, there is 938 people in this chat right now. Can you click that thumbs up? It means so much to me. The more thumbs up we can get, we need them. We got to have them. And I don't want to beg or anything like that, but it's greatly appreciated. If you can click that thumbs up and tell me what number you are. Are we only at 364? I really hope that we got more than 300 thumbs up. We're doing terrible if that's the case. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, come on, guys. We can do higher than that. It's number 74 when you came in. Thank you. 359. Let's get them up.
Oh,
We can do it.
say it intro.
And if you don't mind to consider becoming a member, please, if you want to help the channel. It means so much to me if you consider joining the green team.
Oh my God, Revival. I love you so much. Thank you for being a member for 21 months. That's my love bombing. Nana L, 21 months too. See, the Islanders have been around for a long while, Britt. They know.
If you are able to, if you can't, that's okay. Just
I appreciate the hell out of you guys.
remember that you matter just as much as the next person. It just helps me when people, if you want to do a little more, there we go. Let's get them up. We can do it. Now we're doing it. We can get higher than, I know we can do it. I love you too, guys. Thank you.
Ouch. Another 21 months. Ugh, T. And 20 months. Holy shit. Yeah. Now this might be embarrassing for her. You guys might need to save those member milestones because there's a lot of you. Some of you guys booted out. Terry, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. When I got rid of that one tier, but a lot of you have been here for a long fucking time. And that's whatever. Amy, thank you for being a member. But you see how she rolled that out? Quite ironic, huh?
So much. If you can become a member, it would greatly help me more than you know. Consider joining the green team today. I will be going live on the second channel tomorrow. We got to get our 10 memberships over there because we haven't yet. Oh, Little Miss Sunshine. Thank you, Retha. I love you too. Thank you so much. And if you want to help the channel out, become a member or donate to your girl, my links are in the chat. Anything is appreciated. It is not expected. I'm going to be here regardless, but it's always appreciated. Thank you so much. Smash that thumbs up, become a member, all the wonderful ways to help the channel. Thank you so much. Cindy K says, I discovered when I watch on a TV, the like button doesn't work. Really? Not sure if it's my TV or remote. So I suspect anyone watching on a TV might have a similar issue. Oh my goodness. That might be a part of our problem then, right? I know some people watch on their TV. Either way it goes, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really look forward to being here with you guys every day and you coming and hanging out with me. Hold on, I'm gonna hit my inhaler. Both of my kids have a horrible cough too, so
you got the point there. I gotta go in and thank you guys because a lot of you have been here a long fucking time. My mods, pretty much every one of the mods in this chat has had a wrench since I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing with these things or how to give them. People had to tell me how to give them, and then we figured it out, and a lot of them have been stuck with them since. That's true. Brittany, you're missing the point of why my channel has had success. It's not because of me solely. It's because this is a continued problem and it's way beyond me. I'm just one little tiny asshole doing my part to try and push back against the exploitation of the victims and their families. You're not going to shame me over things like having memberships or anything like that. We built this island, me and the Islanders, off of receipts. That is one thing. Every time I get quote unquote exposed or drugged, it always shocks me because people, Molly yesterday on Tiffany's was trying to rewrite history of things that factually exist and you can go watch slap right in front of their face. They were trying to say I was a dono girl. They're like trying to rewrite history, all of these things, and it just doesn't happen. And I don't have to do it. You guys went along the journey. We walked this together. Same with Sebastian. We've walked this together. We've all watched this happen together. You're not the only channel that exploits him and his family. at all. Betty, there's so many of them, and we've highlighted that. But this whole thing that you do is just incredibly ignorant. Trying to blame us for affecting his vigil by calling out Betty. Those are two separate situations. Okay, let me go over here really quick because you guys are just on it in the chat. Emily, thank you for being here for 11 months. Tilly, again, thank you. Lip Locked, thank you. Cash has been here for 21 months. Canvas and Crime, thank you again for the gifted memberships. Up to Good, thank you for the super sticker snazzy trinkets. PD for 21 months, way before this topic. And I think I'd have to go back and look, but I think I started my channel in July of 2022, and I don't think I monetized until January of 2023. There was a good chunk in there that I wasn't monetized, and I could have all along. But I didn't. I struggled with it. I really did struggle with it. I openly talked about that too. That Michelle, thank you again. Dawn K, thank you again. Revival, thank you for being here. Nana L, T Marie, Ann, Terry, thank you for the support. Amy, Lisa, Miss W, Sunday Doodles, Snazzy Trinkets. Darby has been here since the beginning too. Sasha, thank you. Terry, thank you again. Lily, thank you for being here. CLK, thank you for the super sticker. Whispers in the Shadows, thank you. Lanky's been here way longer than 7 months. Kathy, thank you for being here. Sunday Doodles, thank you for the gifted memberships. Joe, thank you for being here for 3 months. Patty has been here. Patty's been here a long time too. Thank you. Akira, thank you for the gifted memberships. That Ellen, thank you for being here. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. MK, I'm glad I washed up on shore. MK, we're glad to have you. Lee Michelle, thank you for the gifted memberships. All of you, thank you. I don't know how to explain this to make it make sense. There's nothing I can say that will ever, like, this is going to piss her off and they're going to have a field day with it. Let them. I know my intent here, and sometimes I fuck up. I'm just like everybody else. Sometimes I get emotionally invested and say shit I wish I wouldn't have. Sometimes the drama overrides my ass and I'm like, nope, I'm going to snap back this time. Rosie K, thank you for the gifted memberships. Y'all welcome to the cabana. And if you're getting gifted, please say thank you to these people that are gifting. That's super kind. But these victims and their families across the board, not just Sebastian's family, not just Marvon and Dre, not just the Wells. There are so many stories that are similar. Kylie Rodney. You can go on and on and on. I am just one sole person trying to do something to make a difference and push back and say, look, multiple things can exist at one time. Victims and their families are exploited, not just by YouTubers, though, mainstream media. It just happens. And we have to have legislature that changes. It is a must, because we have people out here actively stalking and harassing a family. Betty. The court restrained her from those behaviors, and she continues on the bullshit with no problems. This is too far. Defending somebody getting a tattoo of a missing child is probably one of the most disgusting things I've seen this far. Duchess, thank you for the gifted memberships, and thank you for being here. Amy, thank you for the gifted membership. Cotton Candy, thank you for the gifted membership. This isn't a us versus them situation for me. Yeah, they talk a lot of stupid shit and put out a lot of misinformation. But at the end of the day, if they switched it up and stuck to the facts, she talks about how she talks about true crime, right? That's what they talk about. They talk about the case. Well, there's been no updates or change on this case, period. And you don't even know the facts of the case. The very small few details that we do have, you haven't even been able to get correct. It's a problem. Sit back for one moment, Brittany and all the rest of you that do this and think it's okay. What if this was your family? That's what I cannot understand how people can not put themselves in the shoes of this family or any of these families going through their worst time. There's no evidence that they did anything. We don't know what happened. None of us are entitled to the information. His dignity has been stripped. Marvon's dignity was stripped. And then the trickle down effect for all of the people that are involved, these families, their loved ones, these are life-changing situations that they will never be able to shut it off. We can shut it off. They can't. OG Fish, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to pull receipts and walk it back and be factual. It's really not that hard. If you care about the victims and their families, you would give it that effort to do that. That's it. That's all. I don't wish all of you to have horrible like situations like they do. I don't wish your kids to go missing. I wish you would take a step back and realize that if your family was in this spot, you wouldn't want these things done to you. And guess what? I would still defend you if this was your family. Because the victim's dignity is completely being smeared. And you are defending that by defending Betty's actions. Sorry, it is what it is. So to end it out, the only thing I want to say about the Tiffany Marie situation, let me walk it back a little bit because people are confused and I know people are talking about it. So let me just set some things straight. So once upon a time, I was in a chat called Joneson's chat. Joneson was talking about something. I don't even remember what they were talking about off the top of my head. Something got brought up about babysitters or fake feds or something. So my smart ass says in the comments, I don't know if Dietz was on panel or was in the chat. I make a comment to Dietz and I, being my smart ass self, said, I'd rather be a babysitter than a fake fed. That ensued chaos. She screenshotted my comment, made a community post 3 months ago, said that I was a phony, a fraud, all of the things because I said something about rather being a babysitter than a fake fed. Not understanding the whole capacity of this whole fake fed situation. Just, said something and it stemmed from there. So it went from that to me having the mouth I do, and I don't give two fucks what you got to say about me or the bullshit, popping off and making fun of her because it's just stupid. And a lot of the people I really like know her or have history with her. So I've heard things, whatever. So then it goes into, then she goes after somebody I care a lot about, being Duchess, and did a whole lot of shit to Duchess. And then she made me into memes. And then she made me into, she had this huge fit about my daughter driving me home from a medical procedure. So I was under the influence after coming out of anesthesia from having a procedure. My adult 22-year-old daughter was driving. I was talking to my camera over here. Kenzie was driving, talking shit. That's it. She made a 14 bullet point breakdown of the things she had a problem with and how unsafe I made that ride for Mackenzie. And I didn't care about my kids. Then she tried to use a picture of me, stuck a jock strap on my head, tried to insinuate that I was special needs, taking a shot at the special needs community. Then she tried to compare me to a very decorated, well-respected person of the LGBTQ community. That's by saying that we look just alike and that person happens to be transgender. Not shade to me. Again, the woman's beautiful, but TM being her true scummy self tried that. Because that seems to be the first thing that all of these channels that think they're going to drag me or call me out try to do. They call me transgender or say I look like a dude or the Hulk or Mrs. Doubtfire or my shoulders are too broad or I have a dick nose or I have a foot. Like that's the typical thing. And it's just stemmed from there. So how yesterday popped off is there was a comment. I said what I think about her. Nothing changes. And she decided to take it and run with it. And here she is. That's it. That's all. But if you need me to walk that back for you too, I'm sure her community posts are up from 3 months ago. Me and her have never had anything back and forth. I don't know her personally. I know people that know her or knew her. I don't care to. It's not any investment of my time. I hit that link yesterday. She was going to do an exposure on me. I, being my asshole self, was like, fuck, I'm invited to a party. Let's go. So I texted somebody and said, fire in the hole. Watch this. I hit that link. I went up there. I laughed my ass off. Kyle was like, this has got to be a fucking joke. This is not actually happening. And I was like, yeah, she just admitted these things. And we were laughing our asses off. I popped out, popped back in for a few minutes. They were continuing to talk their shit. Crime Sleuth decided to go up because she was going to get in on the talking shit about nonsense. And Crime Sleuth ended up taking over and getting herself in a sling for hours on end. So that's what stemmed that. That's the end of that story. Any questions? So yeah, it's not in depth. Oh, she was demanding that I apologize to Molly. That was one thing that was really funny to me that I'm still kind of stunned by. She thinks that I owe Molly an apology for calling Molly a scammer. When I tried to ask her why she expected an apology on Molly's behalf, it was quite funny because she's like, you called her that. And I'm like, well, there was once upon a time when Molly came on live stream and showed court documents to her audience that all of this money that was being raised was going to these court filings and attorneys. And Molly showed these court documents live, said that they were filed and handled. Next thing you know, Letitia actually came up and said that there was no filing ever needed. Nothing was filed. They had an agreement that was reached, and they continued to push this narrative that there was stuff filed in court. So that was just one small example of what happened. You can go watch all of that. It's all on every bit of it's all on my page. Still to this day, it all exists. You can go see what the twists and turns. You can go hear what was said from Molly yesterday, her spins, washing her hands and blaming other people for shit. She was saying Justin was doing stuff, and I was like, wait a second, why are you throwing him under the bus? Yeah, it was a whole mess. But that's it. I did throw in a couple of questions about where's the receipts of all the accusations she had made against Duchess. I mean, she's gone after a lot of people. Duchess provided the receipts of the Blipboard stuff. That wasn't sufficient for TM, but there's a whole lot more that she wants with Duchess than that. She made blatant accusations with no proof. Again, she said that she went over them on her channel. I didn't see it. She also tried to jump down my throat. How dare I not defend BJ? Meanwhile, BJ was in the chat and quickly exited out because there's clips of BJ even saying that I defended and didn't know about the situation with her son in the video. Again, that was somebody they sat with. Cotton was her mod and her friend, not mine. I didn't know that it even happened, but I'm sure Tiffany, like, as soon as it happened, got rid of Cotton, shamed her. I'm sure those videos exist. I'm just waiting for somebody to link me to them so I can see how she, said all the things and did all the things. It was quite ironic. So there's that. Any other questions? I think I made it full circle and explained everything I needed to explain today. I could throw a BJ thing in there. Well, of course, Tiffany's going to drag me. She wants the numbers and the views. Isn't that what BJ always says? We're always only talking about things because we want the views and the numbers. I don't give two shits who talks shit. I've been through this circle. You guys, when I say there was literally 12 to 16 channels circling the island, talking all the shit, blatantly lying on me, right off jump on this app, I'm not lying. You can go watch that. I can list the channels. There was so fucking many of them. That anti-KJ community was wild, and that's not all of them. There's 2 segments of it. If you have questions, ask me. There's shit that I forgot that has happened that I had to go to somebody else and be like, what was the premise of this? I can't remember why this kicked off, or I don't even remember what this was going on for. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's weird. They were. Oh, hold on. I do owe Tiffany one apology. Sorry. I said it in the chat, but I'll say it publicly. She said that I just get on this app and lie all day long. Every day, that's all I do is lie, 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 lie. So then when asked to provide examples of the lies that I've told, the one thing that she said was that I claimed that she's from the OGDC. She had a fit that I claimed she was OGDC. How dare I get that wrong, that she's not OGDC. She came from Molly, which Molly came from Watts Island, was the story that she ends up telling. So I did apologize to her for getting her community wrong. I don't know where the fuck you came from, nor do I care. And I apologize to the OGDC for lumping her in with you if that's where she came. I don't know where she came from, nor do I care. Okay. But that was the one lie that she was really, really upset because I got her community wrong. So publicly, there's your apology. I'm sorry that you're not OGDC. She actually said that the OGDC doesn't even want her. So there you go. Don't get these people's communities wrong. I don't know where she came from or where she is now. Like, I don't even know. I don't watch her. Like, that's the funniest thing. Yesterday was the longest I've ever spent in a chat over there. It was fucking funny. OGDC is original drama community. These are who I mentally put in those categories. But I don't know that. I don't know these people. A wild German lady. That's what she said. She said that too. She said, they don't even want me. And I was like, well, okay. But that's the one thing I got wrong that she was really, really mad about. I will say I went in with a mission and I accomplished a mission. If you want to see nonsense being a fucking intentional asshole to trigger somebody, go watch that, because I went in with a motive of triggering and it worked. It did. And I'm not apologizing for it because it was fucking hysterical and we got hours of laughs afterwards. So there's that. Yeah, that's what she said. A wild German lady. She said she came from Molly, who by proxy came from Watts, so on and so forth. It's crazy to me. Somebody else said that they know where I get my bread buttered. In the comment section. I'm not really sure who butters my bread besides Kyle, but I guess there's new rumors on the streets that my bread's getting buttered somewhere else. I tried to ask for clarification, but they couldn't give it. They just kept trying to do these weird things of where I sit and shit like that. So, oh my gosh, it was fucking funny as shit. Casual Art, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I don't know. Molly comes from the gutter. Well, it's funny though watching them because Molly used to talk shit about TM. Like, I have clips, I'm sure, in videos of. It's just weird how it all cycles around. Yeah, Willow, I like margarine, okay? I'm a cheap bitch over here. Like, I like the cheap shit. I don't like honey butter at all, but I guess people know where my bread's getting buttered too. So when you figure it out, let me know. Whipped, not stirred, or I mean, shaken, not stirred. I did. That was when Kyle about fell out yesterday. He was listening to me because I said, watch this shit. And he's like, oh God, what are you doing now? And I hit that link. And then I did ask her, I was like, did you get arrested? Like, I was confronting her, you know, talking the shit about the Duncan. And I had to mute, and he was like, no. The look on his face was like, that can't be happening. Somebody got arrested for coffee and Duncan's. And I'm like, yeah, it did. And he's like, how the fuck do you find these people? I don't know. But the look on his face was priceless. He was, what? And they admit these things? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Texas. What's it called? Texas Roadhouse rolls. I just don't like the honey butter. Willow, that's a beefers, and you were both saying the same things. Yeah, I don't care. It's just funny as shit because even like there was a couple of things I agreed with Molly. Situations I wasn't around for though, like the whole BJ and what happened to her, that was vile. That's disgusting. I've said that. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say. That should have been handled appropriately by so many other people, not me though. But I don't sit with people. Those are their mods and friends and stuff. Like, I didn't even know that happened. So it's weird, the whole roundabout trying to shame me over shit that, yeah, it's just weird. So weird. And then Molly and Tiffany sitting up there, like, trying to rewrite history was it was good entertainment. I will just say that. A for effort. Great entertainment. Then Crime Sleuth derailed the whole entire thing. Yeah. Over a phone call. And that just, yeah, there was that. Beefers. Some of the shit I was like, yeah, they have. She went over all of, yeah, there's just a lot. Anyways. Country Crocs new stuff. I haven't, Sean. I'm gonna have to look into it. Oh, Kenna, I'm not concerned about it. When I say I got a really good laugh, she actually said that she was going to keep me up. You guys, there's just some really good moments in there that you really need to watch. She says she was so pissed. She was like, I'm going to keep her up. She ain't going to sleep. She doesn't know what she did. Like, she was mad. She was fucking hot. She was mad as fuck. And she was like, I am going to keep you up. You're not going to, like, it was intense. And I was laughing so fucking hard, and I slept like a baby last night. I mean, there was that. She sounded exhausted when she got done with Crime Sleuth, and so I'm sure she slept really well too. But that was pretty funny because even Molly kind of like, what? All right, y'all. I'm out. I've been exposed for framing and setting people up when all of the receipts exist. So they can spin and spin and spin. Let them spin. It's quite enjoyable for us because we know what happened and none of us are bothered by it. And you'll notice you'll get to join in on all of my little BJ, Crime Sleuthin', TM, Molly, and crew. Like that's, oh, and they were summoning Veda again. Maybe I should email Veda. Do you guys, please do. Please. She's going to have fun with that. Like, please go do that. You don't even have to summon her. Usually she's right there. But I encourage you to. All the real life things you can accomplish with that one. Please do. I'm good over here. I protect me and mine. Like, I'm good. You do that. Have fun with that and watch how it falls out. Just remember, she's in court for ROs for stalking and harassing people, but there's that. So, anywho, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm off to hang out with the family. See y'all later. Bye.